Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome back to Managing Mona's Moolah. I am Mona. Welcome if you're new here. I'm happy that you are here. Managing Mona's Moolah was established so that I could document my mortgage payoff journey, budget my paychecks bi-weekly, cash stuffing, and doing some savings challenges. Today I have a paycheck to budget. This is my first paycheck in September. I have 2 paydays this month. I want to budget some money to stuff into my 100 envelope savings challenge. I have not visited this in a while, so I want to budget some money to place into my little savings box here. So I'm going to set this aside, but I do want to do some cash stuffing in my near future here. So I'm going to put this over to the side. How is September treating you, my friends? I just got back from a trip and I am so relieved and happy to be home. There's just no place like home, right? So I had a great trip. I have to budget this paycheck. It's time to get back to reality. Thank you for being here with me. I have my cheat sheet off to the side. I am using the Budget by Paycheck workbook by the Budget Mom. She is releasing some new products later in the month. She is releasing a smaller Budget by Paycheck workbook in addition to this full-size workbook. So we're going to have a couple of choices, and I'm very excited to do my pre-order on September 16, I believe. So I enjoy using these products. They keep me on track. I'm not endorsing any products. I'm just sharing what works for me. So let's turn to September and get this paycheck budgeted. In case you're wondering, I do purchase stickers from Etsy. I like to decorate my workbook a little bit, helps me keep motivated. All right, so this paycheck is dated September 13. So I have a couple of things I need to budget for here. This mortgage payment was already paid. Natural gas was paid. Electricity was paid. So I remember holding off on paying these two, so they need to come out of this paycheck. My cell phone bill for $50 is coming out of this paycheck. I'm going to pay my share of the internet, which is $50. I have a medical bill I'm going to pay. I have a credit card bill I need to pay. So let's get right into this first paycheck for September. I can't believe how fast time flies. I was just on here not too long ago budgeting my 3rd paycheck for August, and here we are, September already. Okay, I think I have an idea. My next paycheck is September 27, so this paycheck runs from September 13 through September 26. Okay. All right. Okay, so the paycheck date is September 13. This covers September 13 through, what did I say? September 26. All right. Now I had a larger than normal carryover. I was supposed to transfer it into my savings account to pay my stucco bill, my house stucco bill. That project was completed in July, so I have to recover from that project and that bill. So my carryover was intended to help with that. That was $618.85 from what I can recall. Let me see if I can pull that up really quick, like $618.85. I'm going to go ahead and acknowledge that here. All right, so then my paycheck. It's the same amount every time. $2,586.03. This is after they already have taken out money and put it in my savings account for me and all my deductions. So this is my net pay after all those deductions. All right. So I'm going to have to transfer that into my savings like I said I was going to do. I'm a little behind here. Okay, let's add these together to get my inflow. So I have $618.85 plus $2586.03. So my inflow total is $3,204.88. All right, so the first thing I need to do is pay my water bill. This is my water, sewer, trash, recycling. And that was paid on time, but now it's time to pay my credit card. That is $92.82. All right, so I have a medical bill I need to pay, and I am paying it in payments, and I am going to pay $10. I have my home security. And that is $66.48. It's the same amount every month. Okay, let's see what else I have here. Hi, baby. My kitty wants to say hello. Hi. Sorry for the distraction. My kitty wants to say hello. All right, home security. I had some home repairs that I need to pay for, so that credit card payment, I'm going to pay $400 towards that credit card. Some things went wrong. The dishwasher, the ice maker on the refrigerator. So all those expenses, I have to pay for those repairs. So that's where that comes from. And let's see, the phone bill and the internet. Okay, so the phone bill, this is more for my cell phone, and that is $50. And my share of the internet, which is very important to me because I work from home, so that internet is really important to me. Let's see if I have everything. Water, medical, home security, my credit card payment, cell phone bill, internet. Just make sure I captured everything. think that's it. That's it for my fixed expenses. So let's add this together. $92.82 for my water, sewer, trash, recycling. $10 for my medical bill. $66.48 for my home security. $400 to my credit card for home repairs. $50 towards my cell phone bill. And $50 for the internet. So that gives me a fixed expenses total of $669.30. I'm going to do that one more time just to make sure I did it correctly. $400, $50, and $50. Okay, so I'm going to take this fixed expenses total and subtract it from my inflow of $3,204.88, and that leaves a remainder of $2,535.58, which will be brought down to my variable expenses, $2,535.58. Okay. All right, so here's where I am going to budget for my variable expenses like gas and groceries and things like that. So the first thing I like to do is plan for my allowance. I always like to reward myself for hard work, and I get $50 a week in spending money. So I am going to reserve $100 from this paycheck. Next, groceries. I don't need too much groceries. I'm just gonna allocate $100 this time. Giving. We'll get 20. Gas. For my car, we'll get 20. My fur kids, we'll get 50. This is for their toys, their treats, their food. I usually order from Chewy, so I'm going to do that. Place an order, and let's see what else I need. I know I'm missing something. I'm going to put miscellaneous in case I'm missing something. And I'm going to put 25 here. I am going to do health and beauty. This is more short term. I like to have my nails done or my hair cut, or I need a beauty product of some sort. So health and beauty. This could also be over-the-counter medicine that I might need. I am going to budget $100 here. Sometimes I like to get a massage and I really need that massage. I get stress that concentrates on my shoulders and around my neck. So when I get a massage, I feel better and I can work and do my housework and things like that without any pain. So I'm going to budget for that massage and any other beauty products I might need. Let me see, what else am I missing? All right, so let me add these variable expenses together to get a total here. $100 for my allowance, $100 for groceries, $20 for giving, $20 for car juice, $50 for my fur kids, $25 for miscellaneous, and $100 for health and beauty, and that gives me $415. Now these I will take out in cash. This stays in my bank account. I normally just pay them from my checking account, so I don't take my bills out in cash. But I do take out my variable expenses, my sinking funds, and my extra savings. Okay, so let's subtract the $415 from my leftover up here of $2,535.58. So that gives me a remainder of $2,120.58. That value is carried up here to my sinking funds, $2,120.58. So here is where I have my car insurance. These are my long-term sinking funds. I usually budget every month for these, and the money accumulates so that when the bill is ready to be paid, I probably will use my credit card and then turn around and use the cash to pay the credit card. So for my car insurance, I'm going to budget $50 for this one. So next I have is gifts, and this is for birthdays or special events, Mother's Day, Father's Day, or birthday gifts, things like that. Christmas, I usually like to save a little bit for Christmas time. I'm going to budget $50 here. And I'm going to do health and beauty here. This is more for long term. And I'm going to budget $50 here. Those are all the sinking funds that I have. I probably should start thinking about establishing one for home repairs so that I don't have bills like this creeping up on me. So I'm going to establish one for next time. So right now this is at $150. So $2120.58 minus $150, and that gives me $1970.58. And I am going to pay an extra payment towards my mortgage principal to pay that down. My goal is to pay it by the end of the calendar year. So I have been making these extra payments for quite a while now. And I have a CD that is maturing in October, so I'm hoping I could pay off my mortgage at that time. So for extra debt, I'm going to plan extra mortgage principal payment, and that will be $772, which I'm going to subtract from $1970.58, and that gives me $1,198.58, which I'm bringing to my extra savings, my favorite part. Yay! All right, so I am going to reserve $90 for my 100 envelope savings challenge. I started this in September of 2023, so that was a year ago, and I have a long way to go still, but I'm going to reserve $90 here. Okay. And I want to have a cushion in my checking account, so I'm not going to deplete it completely. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a checking account cushion. Of $108.58. And I'm going to transfer to my savings $1,000. All right, so let's add these together. So I have $90 going to my 100 envelope savings challenge. I have a cushion I am saving in my checking account of $108.58, and I'm going to transfer $1,000 to my savings. So that's an extra savings total of $1,198.58. And if I subtract that from my leftover up here, I do indeed get a zero-based budget. Okay. Now, if you recall, last time in August, my outstanding bill for my stucco was $10,199. So $10,199, and there was some change. Let me see what that change was. $10,199. That was the balance after I paid my down payment, $10,199.60. Let me check that out again. $199.60. Let's see. Yeah, 60 cents. Okay. So I'm gonna subtract 1,000, and so that'll be a balance of $9,199.60 for that house stucco project. So that's not bad. Little by little, I'll get there. So what I'll probably do is try to complete this savings challenge and apply that to this balance here. All right, well, I'm going to check my math real quick. So I had an inflow total of $3,204.88, which included that carryover from last pay period. I'm going to subtract my fixed expenses of $669.30, my variable expenses of $415, my sinking funds of $150, minus my extra payment to my mortgage, minus $1,198.58, and I get a zero-based budget. All right, that does it for me. Another budget, another 2 weeks I have planned for. Now I feel confident going forward. I know I have my bills paid and I have some cash saved up. I'm making that extra payment to my mortgage principal. Consistency is key. I have not let up on this loan. I'm going to pay that off. I'm determined to pay that off. So I am comfortable with this budget. I can live with it. I have some cash in my wallet. I'm starting to save for these because I spent down a lot of these funds. So I'm going to start building them back up. So stand by for a cash stuffing video. And I'm going to conclude for now, but I really want to thank you for spending a little bit of time with me today. I encourage everyone to stick with their budgets. I'm trying to get back on track, trying to be consistent with this budgeting. Sometimes it's not easy, right? So I'm doing the best that I can. I wish all of you peace, light, and love, and thank you for being here and for subscribing to my channel. And if there's any kind of suggested type of video that you wish to see on my channel, I'll be open to any suggestions from you. Write your comments and your ideas and your thoughts in the comments box, and I will respond. Until next time, I will see you later. Have a beautiful day or night wherever you're at. Bye.